Hi, everybody. This is Norm DeVay. I'm the Vice President of Marketing here at Copa Health, and this is the Copa Roundup for December 10th. December 10th. Wow, 15 days until Christmas. It's just so exciting this time of year. And I believe that we are actually through Hanukkah. So for my friends out there who celebrate Hanukkah, Jeff Bear in particular, I want to say, happy Hanukkah. I hope that it was good for you. I'm so excited about the holidays this year because I actually, my anniversary when I got married is December 24th. So I never, ever forget my anniversary. I think my wife chose that date so that she would be able to make sure that I never forget the date because, well, people who know me know that I forget things often. Hey, we are going to be talking today about a program that's near and dear to my heart. The first job I ever had in this field was running a supported employment program. And I think that the supported employment program that we have here at Copa Health is just fantastic. We're going to start out with Betsy Alpers, who's the program coordinator for supported employment. And I've known Betsy for the entire time I've been here, over 20 years, because Betsy's been here. I think she told me coming up on 32 years. So Betsy, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Norm. It's great to be here to talk about a wonderful program, supported employment.
Well, I've always been so impressed with the stuff that you do, Betsy.
Well, thank you, Norm. I've been here. I started out as a job coach, and I got to tell you, it was a little bit different from where I came from originally with Copa Health. When it was Mark Center long ago, I was working in the group homes, and I worked as a life skills instructor. But the job coaching, I learned so much, and my favorite part about this job is meeting new people every day. Now, when I first started, we were in a little building doing job development and job coaching, and then we grew. I was a trainer for Laserfiche. Do you remember that, Norm?
I do.
Laserfiche. That was exciting because not only did I train the Laserfiche, but I also got to do the supported employment for it and introduced employers out in the community to these trainees, and they were employed by these employers. So that was very exciting. Also, the program sampler, I love that because I got to sign people up to go to different clinics around the valley, east side, west side, all around the valley, and introduce them to many of the programs. Okay, so what we did was we were introduced to LifeWell and the other programs, the sister programs of Copa. And it was exciting because every day I got to meet new people, got to introduce them to the programs, and they got to learn a great deal about what was available to them. And at the supported employment program now, the difference, probably 2 or 3 years ago, we started doing more in the community service. So we're not in an office now, we're out in the community. And Norm, that's where the jobs are. The jobs are in the community. So we meet people out in the community and also have time with employers telling them about the community.
Yeah, Betsy, it's one of the things that's interesting is I believe that the best way to run a nonprofit is to treat it as a for-profit, and you get to be that liaison with people out in the community, businesses out in the community. Plus, you're also and in the past you've been touching base with some of our partners or other groups that actually work with the members that we serve. So I'm going to jump over right now to Cristy Parker, and Cristy is a supported employment specialist. And Cristy, how are you doing today? Everything going all right?
Hi, good morning, Norm. Yep, I'm doing well. How are you?
I am good. Did you have a good Thanksgiving, and are you excited about Christmas? Because I know I am.
I had a great Thanksgiving, and I'm super excited about Christmas. I already put up my Christmas lights, my Christmas tree, and I'm ready to go.
Oh, yay. So maybe when I'm driving around looking at lights, I'll get to see yours too. Hey, Cristy, one of the things I want to ask you, and like I said, way back in the day, this was back in the late 80s, I did some supported employment stuff up in Wisconsin and then in Iowa. But what is your favorite thing about supported employment?
I've been thinking about this. My favorite thing about supported employment is being like the members cheerleader, building their confidence is my favorite part. It's really great to see members that come into the program that aren't really sure what they want to do. Perhaps like, their eye contact, they don't make good eye contact. They don't, conversations are really limited, and just to see them kind of have these conversations with them, see them come out of their shell and really talk about their hopes and dreams. And when they get their first job, how excited they sound. And just to see members blossom like that is really rewarding.
Yeah, I have to tell you, every once in a while, I'll run into somebody that's working in the supported employment program, and I just can't believe how excited and confident they are. I always tell this story about one day I ran into a member outside building the ERS building over here, Employment Related Services building, and she just looked so happy. And I said, "Oh, how are you doing?" She's like, "Great. I just got my food handler's card." So she was going to be able to go out and get a job. So, are there other things that you really enjoy about the job that you do?
Meeting the members is great. I love, we are trying to get out more in the community. So like meeting the members face to face is great. Meeting new people, hearing their stories. We do a vocational profile on, our first meeting together, and it really just talks about, again, their goals and past experiences, and just hearing all kinds of stories and getting to meet the members is definitely another favorite part of mine.
Yeah, I completely agree. One of the things that's really hit me hard with COVID is not being able to be around people as much. And I know that that's loosening up a little bit, but I'm just so glad that, we're back to the point where we can be around people. But hey, I'm going to jump over to Amy Herring, because Amy is also a supported employment specialist. And Amy, what I want to ask you two things, basically, what does the future look like for supported employment? And also, how was the job that you do, the program that Betsy runs, affected by COVID?
It was absolutely affected by COVID. I feel like it in multiple ways. The first one is that COVID has exacerbated mental health symptoms. So individuals who have already had mental health challenges are now experiencing more significant anxiety or agoraphobia. They are, it's increased the fear, it's increased concerns about your health. And because of that, it's made it very difficult for people who want to work to be able to find that job. So we have, in one positive way, it has allowed us to connect with individuals through telehealth. So there have been members that we have not been able to offer services before now that we can now provide assistance with. It's also increased our availability of work from home positions that we can help them achieve. So there have been some definite negative side effects, but I feel like the positive ones are going to increase the demand for supported employment in the future.
Yeah, I know with the job market so tight right now, that there is a need for workers out there. And this is a perfect way for some individuals who either have been out of the workforce for a while or trying to get into the workforce, right away, or for the first time, to be able to be part of it. So what you do is just so important. But so Amy, but you're doing okay? Everything's okay in your life?
Absolutely. It is a very good time for me.
So do things slow down a little bit for supported employment around the holidays, or do they just pick up because there's that need there?
The availability of jobs increases significantly. There's a lot of seasonal positions that become available. We see maybe a slight dip during the week of Christmas, but it stays pretty steady.
Oh, wonderful. So I'm going to jump back over to Betsy just to, sort of finish this up. But Betsy, you have been part of the Employment Related Services program for such a long time. I always talk to people about the job sampler program that you used to have, and you mentioned that earlier. But how do you feel things are going with support employment, right now? And what does the future look like in your eyes for people who are trying to find jobs through the support employment program?
Well, I think that there are many, many jobs available, and as Amy said, there are a lot of remote positions. It's really becoming quite popular to work at home. So I think it's just going to grow. And I hope that Copa Health is going to grow. I hope that we expand not only to Arizona, but I hope that we expand out more. And as far as supported employment goes, we're just going to grow. It's just going to grow bigger and bigger. People are really wanting to go back to work. I know that there was a scare with the COVID, but people are really dealing with it very well, and thank goodness vaccinations are here so that we can be vaccinated and feel a little bit more secure being out in the community around people. Honestly, the COVID last year, 2020, was very difficult because I love being out and around of people, and I think that jobs are just going to get more and more. They're going to expand more. So I think it's looking good, Norm.
Well, I think that's fabulous. I love the attitude. I love the outlook. And I'd love to tell everybody that's watching this or sees this in the future, if you know of any opportunities for jobs out there, reach out to Amy, Cristy, or Betsy. Let them know about the job opportunities, because employers who are interested in using a program like this to start to fill out their employment pool, they're the ones that are best to work with, because they want people to be there and they understand the program. But I think that it's just fabulous. So I want to thank all three of you for being with us today. And I am going to go ahead. If people watch this till the end, they're going to see your names and your email addresses so that people can get a hold of you if they run across an opportunity, because I know that we've got people working all over the Valley. And yes, Betsy, you're right. I think that this is a program that should be all throughout the state of Arizona and other states. And I know there's other states that are interested. So, hey, everybody, that is the Copa Roundup for this week. Friday, December 10th. We're just rolling closer and closer to Christmas and New Year, and so many great things going on. Please try to take care of yourself. It's not just COVID-19, but the flu. My brother, who I visited with last week in Iowa, had a cold that just seemed to linger forever. And taking care of yourself is going to be the way that you're able to stay out there and be around people. Otherwise, you're going to have to sequester yourself. That's a word I learned when I watched Law and Order, sequester. So everybody can be really impressed that I watch TV and pick up terms like that. But we want everybody to be safe and take care of themselves. Until next week, everybody, try to have a great outlook like the three people that we had on today, Amy, Betsy, and Cristy. And we will see you all next week for the Copa Roundup. Take care.